look to take charge at the Air Canada Center here in downtown Toronto. The starting fives for our game. Here are tonight's starting lineups. And as we take a look here at Derrick Rose, what's your take?
And he's one player who doesn't need a lot of space to get to the basket. He's really crafty. The way he can blast his way straight through traffic. He's really strong.
And his body control is something else I like about him. I'm not sure how he does it. The way he's able to hang in the air and change his shot to get it around the defenders is purely amazing.
Look at Toronto. They want to turn it around after the loss to the Celtics.
Their defense got absolutely destroyed in that game. They weren't closing out on the perimeter shooters. They were allowing people to get into the paint and score from point-blank range. Just an overall abysmal effort.
Yeah, something was missing, no doubt about that. They let an opponent shoot a really high percentage, and that's got to be a concern going forward.
Lowry gets to DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Lowry. For the three. Gets it to go. Lowry's got his first 3 points of the game.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open. You know, after the Rudy Gay trade sent Jose Calderon and Kyle Lowry said that now the Raptors were his team. And while that might be debatable, he's clearly got the talent to run a team in the point guard position.
Gay. Back to Lowry. Kicks it to DeRozan. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That is his first foul of the game. Back to Kyle Lowry, a good passer, also an amazing rebounder for a 6-foot-tall dog.
He's physical, doesn't mind throwing his weight around, and he's confident. You can see how aggressive he is offensively, always looking to draw contact and get to the free throw line.
Gay, defended by Butler. There it is, guys, that away defense. Just watching him go Clark right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
Here's Rose. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Here's Lee outside. And it's Rudy Gay with the rebound. Starting for Chicago, they won that game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
How about the box score from that game? The accuracy from the three-point line, just remarkable.
Yeah, it was a stream of threes that allowed them to repeatedly deflate that crowd. You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. Their teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
What a play to make it a close game. Potential momentum building.
Now here's DeRozan. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Celtics in Boston. Rose against Lowry. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Lowry's got 5 points so far. But Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times. So no one in clear control yet.
I think both teams feel like they can win. They both have confidence. So we'll see which team can kind of ride the momentum and take control of this game.
Here's Lowry, following the score by Derrick Rose. Lowry gets to DeRozan. Back to Lowry. Good team by Lee.
And it's nice to see Raptors coach Dwayne Casey getting another chance at being a head coach. A lot of people felt he got a bum rap back in Minnesota in 2007. He had that team overachieving at 500 when he was let go. So I'm glad he's gotten a second chance and he's making the most of it.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Heinrich passes to Augustine. 1:30 left to play in the first quarter. From outside the arc. And again, Toronto no luck. And you go back to that Timberwolves team at 500. Casey was let go. And then, Steve, they went 12-30 after he was gone.
Yeah, they struggled with his departure, and a lot of the players actually were sad to see him go. So, that's sometimes the case in the NBA. Coaches get blamed for everything, fairly or not. And in Casey's case, I respect the fact that he got back to work, did a great job in Dallas as an assistant, and is now the head man in Toronto trying to get this team turned around.
Here's Augustine after Richard Jefferson's basket. Rebound stolen by Lucas. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Lucas has got the ball.
Stupendous. I love that word. Save that one. The word and the jam. I want to see it again.
Just beautiful. You can't top that. I love the alley-oop play. So much fun to watch.
Heinrich, right side. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Boy, just battled through that initial impact and somehow willed it in.
Excellent concentration. That's what you like to see.
And the Raptors making a change here. Casey's checked in. Now here's Lucas. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Ellington dishes to Lucas. Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Shot by Ellington, no good. Lucas against Augustine. And Fields kicks to us. The score now. Lucas with it. Knocks it off. No good on that last second attempt there. It's all tied in Toronto.
Tune in this month.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. Taking a look here at the Raptors' performance here, Clark and Steve. What have they been doing or not doing in your opinion?
Well, they've done a nice job here offensively to establish a rhythm and a pace to this game.
And I like that they're finding ways to score. Playing well here, Steve.
So for Chicago right now, Dang out there with Taj Gibson. Then there's Wayne Ellington. Then it's Jefferson. And it's Lucas in at the point. Jefferson attacking. That's blocked by Ross. Here's Augustine. Ross. And Gibson with the block. Dishes to Jefferson. Augustine with the steal. And Fields gets to Ross. And you know that's going to be goaltending that person. That's a free basket right there.
He thought he had that one clean, but the refs saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Chicago making some changes. Now here's Rose. In the game against Philadelphia, very impressive. Courtney Lee is on the wing. Back to Rose. Butler on the wing. Fires from deep. And yes, sir, that one drops.
Back and forth we go. That basket gives us just another lead changer.
And there have been too many of those to keep track of. What a contest.
Now here's Lowry. 5 points in the game. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
Steve, so close.
Well, such a seesaw affair back and forth. And this has been an unbelievable game to watch.
And campaign to go. Butler passes to Noah. Here's Dang. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Hey, Kevin, I think what's underrated about him is his defensive ability. He's always the guy to guard the opponent's best player, whether it's LeBron James or Kobe Bryant. He has the long arms and the athleticism and the awareness to stay with those guys.
And even though he plays with intensity and reckless abandon defensively, he stays cool and composed. He's all business out there, and I love that demeanor about him.
Now here's Gay, averaging 9 points per contest, and that one's good. Gay's got 4 this quarter.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Double team on Rose. Now the pass to Lee. Back to Rose. Lee outside. There's the feed to Rose. 5 to shoot. No. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. And the Bulls lead by 1.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
So, timeout call here. The first for Toronto. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season. It's stolen by Dane. And here they go. And the dunk by Rose. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Chicago.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, I do too, and I think they're also getting some good looks in transition, doing a nice job of running the floor. You know, they're being very one-dimensional right now, going to the post every time, but if it works, you don't need another dimension.
Well, they're taking this defense to task, quite honestly. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
For Toronto, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Well, solid numbers for this club from the free throw line this season, shooting about 77% collectively.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Toronto, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. The drive by Lowry. And Ballinger kicks to Gay. Goes up the baseline. And another basket for Toronto. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Over the last month, let's see how the Toronto Raptors fared in the NBA ranking. 6th in blocks, 8th in rebounding, and they're a top 10 team in three-point shooting.
And this is a team that really relies on those blocks that you talked about, because when they're at their best, they're really challenging every shot. They cover up, they close out on jump shooters, and if you penetrate and get to the rim, they've got a host of shot blockers there waiting for you.
In Toronto, they've gone 5 of 7. From the field here in the second. Lowry against Rose. The drive by Lowry. Here's Valanciunas. Can't get it to go. Great defense that time from Noah. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter. And so he owns it. Trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And now let's check in on the 2 guards from around the league and see which one of them is playing the stingiest defense over the span of the last 10 games. To look at Lee, one of the league's best, 3rd in steals.
Well, this is a very intense group. Those steals haven't come by accident. They've gotten them through the effort they're willing to expend on that aspect of the game.
Right on. I mean, they're lockdown defenders, all of them. As gritty a group of guys as you can have on the perimeter.
Austin Day is checked in for the Raptors. Lowry kicks to Gay. Against the whistle. Contact on the rim and 2 shots coming up. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And the free throws for him this year, he's making them at about a rate of 77%.
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Chicago. Here's Butler. Here's Noah. Second chance of it. Butler dishes the Rose. Tipped away and taken away by Johnson. And oh, here we go. Lowry's got the fast break chance. Passed again. He loses from 15. That one wide left.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
Lowry against Rose. Double team on Rose. Leads him in there. And Gibson kicks to Rose. Outside Butler. Beyond the arc. Butler missing again. Here is Dale.
And they can guarantee this is the last possession of the quarter if they hang on to it.
And that's probably what they're going to do here.
We've got 13 seconds left in the first half of the game. Noah with a screen for Rose. Noah in the post. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. It's all tied in Toronto. And coming up at...
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Hello and welcome, everyone. Another NBA season is about to wrap up. For the Pistons, a closely contested game against Philadelphia. It's all tied.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. A fantastic game from Derrick Rose in this one.
You know, he spoils us with his performances game in and game out. And so far, just another big scoring night for him.
Typically, when he puts up that many points in the first half, he's going to follow it up with a better second half. We'll see if that happens here.
DeRozan and Gay fill the wings. Amir Johnson at the 4 with Valanciunas at the pivot. And it's Lowry in at the 1 spot. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Now Lowry, after the missed 3 from Butler. Lowry passes to Valanciunas. Lowry drives in. Fades. Valanciunas doing. Valanciunas has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Raptors. And here's Rose. He's got 12. Back to Noah. And stolen by Valanciunas. Lowry against Rose. Outside Lowry. Johnson outside. Back to Lowry. Just 5 to shoot. Chicago grabs the miss.
I think in that situation, that was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Rose against Rose. Double team on Rose. He feeds it to Butler. Rose kicks to Butler. They grab their own miss. Noah. Rose dishes to Butler. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 3rd assist on the night. And the Raptors call time here. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the teams that have been money from the foul line since the All-Star break. The Bulls 3rd.
You know what? Since that break, perhaps they got themselves into the gym and spent some extra time working on those free throws and recognize how good they could be with added practice.
And here we go, the Bulls fast break.
Boy, I love active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Just his first attempt. Misses off the right eye.
Boy, have they been hitting the glass hard or what? Kind of surprising in such a tight game.
You're right. Very rarely will you out-rebound an opponent like that and not have it pay off.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Andrew Fields checking in for Gay. Terrence Ross comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And B.J. Augustine subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Now, here is Fields. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Well, he's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
Rose gets the bucket. And the Bulls lead by 8.
Well played right there, and you can feel the momentum changing.
I think this lead will continue to move upward unless something unforeseen happens.
Augustine against Rose. To stop the run. And that one hits back on.
Courtney Lee out of Western Kentucky. Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
And the Raptors with some changes. Gay comes in for Amir Johnson. And it's DeRozan in for Landry Fields. And DeRozan. Here we go. Rudy. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
You know, this is a trend that's catching on more and more in the NBA, and now DeMar DeRozan can be added to the list. He dips his hands in wax prior to the game, so he has a soft feel of the ball. The paraffin wax, we call it.
Amir Johnson's checked in for Terrence Ross. Both free throws good from DeRozan. And for DeRozan, Coach Casey wants him aggressive, attacking the basket. He needs that soft touch.
Well, DeRozan, yeah, he has to become a better shooter, and as he does, it will make him that much more effective when he's putting up the ball on the floor and getting to the rim, which he's already so good at.
Now here's Lee, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here's Rose, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Excellent game we've seen from Derrick. 19 points, and he's knocked down 5 shots at the charity stripe. Good numbers for him.
Yeah, good numbers, and that's been important for his team. They needed some points. He's provided some easy ones at the foul line, so he's making an impact here.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Now here is Augustine. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Augustine's got his first bucket in this one.
Beautiful finger roll to cap that drive off. He knows how to finish with some flair and flavor, guys.
Rose off the pick from Gibson. Rose with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Lee outside. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 4 assists now tonight. Raptors trail by 11. Teardrop shot. That is good. Augustine's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, size-wise, this is not a great one-on-one matchup for him, but he got that shot to go.
But you wouldn't know it by how he finished. That's a nice hoop there.
Now here's Rose. He's got 21. With the lead pass. Shots good by Gibson.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
And Augustine kicks to Valanciunas. Pass to Gay. Fader underway. Oh, he hits that buzzer beater. Pretty shot.
Tune in this.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The 4th quarter of play should begin momentarily. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bulls.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
And the other thing they're doing is they're forcing turnovers and then converting those miscues into points at the other end.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. Taking a look at the Bulls. Inside, Gibson and Noah. Derrick Rose is out there with Lee, and it's Butler in at the 3. Now here's Rose. He kicks to Lee. He dishes it to Butler. Nailed from 3-point land. Butler's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for Chicago. Heinrich outside. The dish now to Johnson. Down low. Here's Gay. That one falls from off Johnson's feet. And that's 12 points for Rudy Gay.
Boy, the deeper we get into this game, the more offense we're seeing.
And that goes for both teams, Steve. Everybody firing on all cylinders right now.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Tom Thibodeau had some words for his team in that last huddle. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
And here's what the Chicago Bulls schedule is looking like. It's off to Boston for them after this game as they take on the Celtics. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road trip. The first free throw is good.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, sometimes it's contagious. Everybody starts to get comfortable and relaxed, and everything goes in the hoop.
And he's doing a great job at the charity stripe. It's easy to overlook, but those freebies can make the difference.
And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Well, you like it when a guy goes hard to the boards, but you have to be smart. He went right over his back on that one. Not a good play.
I think he was just over anxious that time.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. And he drops it in from the low post. He's got 4 points this quarter.
I'll tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. It's going to be on Rudy Gay. That free throw missing. Amir Johnson's checked in for Toronto. And he's good on the second. Raptors trail by 11.
Watch outside!
Heinrich outside. That drops.
It seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. It's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
That's good. You know, he's really adept at keeping possessions alive by hitting the boards and cashing in on some of those putbacks.
And something else you can't forget about is his shot blocking, Steve. I mean, he's an intimidator down low.
Now here's Dan. That's 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. DeRozan passes to Heinrich. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That's on Joakim Noah.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And he does it as well as anyone. Tremendous skill in the air.
Rose with the ball. Now Valanciunas defending, and that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Nice play to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
I tell you what, guys, if he gets there a fraction earlier, that's a steal.
Now here's Rose. Butler kicks to Dang, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's foul number 2 for him.
It looked to me like the defender didn't get squared up and get his feet set.
Good work by the officials. A nice call. That play can be tough to judge sometimes.
That's good from Dang on the assist by Rose. Rose has got 6 assists in the game.
A very hot shooting second half is seeing them bring that field goal percentage way up.
Yeah, they're cruising now, really looking to add to this lead, and this has been a clinic, Clark.
Now here's Heinrich. Feeds it to DeRozan.
They've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
Well, that's why they're on this run, guys. They're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage looks.
Here's Rose. Noah with a screen for Rose. Rose double team. Lee. Back to Rose. Passing to Derrick. Pocket 6. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. And it's 8 points for Luol Deng. Raptors trail by 6. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter. Heinrich dishes to Gay. Back to Heinrich. Inside, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here.
Where was he going with that pass? That's just an awful turnover.
And the Raptors making a change here. Lowry's checked in. We've got 1:01 left to play in the final quarter. Back at 2. No good.
Well, they've been outstanding on the board. It's a big reason why they've got a lead. Doing the dirty one down low.
Yeah, but you know, rebound is a team effort. Everybody's boxing out. Everyone is accountable and doing a nice job collectively.
The Raptors have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Here's again, and it's blocked by Rose. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. Lowry against Rose. The drive by Lowry. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Double team on Rose. In low to Lee. And taken away by Johnson. And Quentin Lee gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. And Augustine kicks to Fields. From beyond the arc. Rebound by Butler. The Bulls have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. Pretty nice efficiency there. Rose, no good. Fields with it. Kicks it to Ross. A feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
And here is Dang. Here's Rose. Off on that one. And so it's Chicago winning this one. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching.
I should have taken back this moment. These words I spoke, I know it. Now I can see clearly. I folded, I shouldered too much weight. I hold in too much pain, and it destroyed me, and then rebuilt me, and now it can feel me. It follows me everywhere I go, but it can never break me. Now I know I was lying to myself back then, but the truth was always bleeding out my pen. I fade back to myself in the end. I'm just one step away, I ascend. I climb that faded staircase of sin. I'm reaching in vain just to hold on to them. Once again, the memories seem to blend. My enemies and friends seem to vanish in the wind.